Okay, we're gonna try and nail your next dinner party with some entertaining secrets.
Yes.
From sommelier and hospitality expert Angela Aiello brought a nice glass of wine. That's a good start.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
you got to start off with a nice glass of wine.
What about the glass that you're putting the wine?
So important. I mean,
into?
that is like, I mean, you can serve wine in a nice little tumbler. If it's Italian,
I like. So sometimes I like a little glass of wine in a tumbler.
Depending on your casual environment, what type of environment are you trying to curate, right?
Yeah.
So like, I am a huge fan. Actually, glassware and wine take up most of my household space. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
No room for the baby bottles?
Not gonna lie. Yeah, those bottles, they get washed a lot too, from bottles to bottles.
Right.
But Riedel, I'm a big fan of Riedel.
Yeah.
And polishing glassware is very important. But for instance here, I have a cab glass here and a Syrah glass here. You can see the differences in shape. The Syrah glass is also down below the O series from Riedel. So say you're entertaining with Shiraz, which we are today. We've got Peter Lehman, went to the vintages section, we splurged on something really unique for a red wine. You definitely want to decant it or use your glassware as a decanter. And so
because it does the same thing.
It does the same thing.
But sometimes if you're putting it in the glass, it doesn't stay in the glass, like it might stay in here. Is that one of the reasons?
Does it stay?
No, I'm saying because it's being drank.
Oh, drank so quickly.
It's being drank, hence it's not.
Definitely.
It's not opening up as much as
it's not opening as much.
Okay.
Yes, so you want to prepare for your next glass while you're drinking the glass that you have. But before, you want to basically make sure that you've sparkled up your glassware.
Okay, you want me to do it?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Go for it.
Because you just can't use any type of cloth, too, right?
No, you have to invest in your everything, including how you actually polish, which is very silkily, softly,
because
elegantly.
You can easily break these.
I've broken a million glasses, and you have to remember glasses are meant to break as well. That's what they're made for. Yeah. So this Peter Lehman Shiraz is a perfect way to entertain because it is the iconic Shiraz that you want from Australia. It's from the Barossa Valley, so we're looking at classic, elegant, really beautiful red wine. So I poured you a glass over there. Feel free to sip and taste it.
Like Shiraz is big, right? Like comparing it to, let's say, a cab.
It kind of lends itself to the same category as a cab. Let's say it tends to have a bit more of those juicy characteristics than, say, a cab would have a bit more of those rustic blueberry darker note characteristics. And Shiraz to me is a bit more uplifted, elegant, and more of those red fruit.
Why does Australia make such good Shiraz?
They've kind of coined it their own style for sure. So
because of the heat?
It's because of the heat, yeah. Absolutely. Barossa is actually really cool because it gets hot in the daytime and then has a cooling effect at night, the diurnal shift to grow really great grapes with elegance. So definitely glassware is very important, and decanting too. I mean, we've been on here with
you had like
crazy
fancy ones that I was trying to pour with, and like
you can invest.
They're expensive too.
They're very expensive. Make a great gift for a wedding or something like that. These ones, like literally, you can purchase for a great deal. You don't have to kind of really go, extravagant, but you definitely want to decant. And the one thing I love about Australian wine as well is you don't need a tool to open up the bottles.
They're all about the
all
twist.
Screw cap, really easy. So you can sort of take a wine that's, say, $21.95 and upgrade it to really looking like
because sometimes there's a romance in opening a bottle with the cork, but this can be the romance substitute because you don't have the cork.
Absolutely. And I mean, lots of people don't actually really like using a corkscrew, or they corks break, or there's actually a lot of...
if you do have gas in front
and it takes a bit of talent to really do it perfectly.
Okay.
Because you want to make sure you look great.
We got a little
the table setup. So working at Peller in Vineland for decades, you learn and entertaining. I've had an underground wine club, all that kind of stuff. Is that you need to make sure that your setup is beautiful. So you've got your water glass, the proper wine glass, a decanter, obviously the wine on the table. You want a picturesque setting, fork, knife, all that kind of jazz. But making sure that your setting for red wine is beautiful.
And even have it when your guests come in, have it all ready to go.
Exactly.
Because it is you're just like, oh wow, you're really organized.
You could be a hospitality OCD person like me and actually set your table the night before.
Well, interesting. I might live with somebody that's like that, so I'm just used to kind of what our tables look like. What's this big piece of meat we have here as we're finishing up?
So barbecue season. Peter Lehman's perfect for Shiraz. Great for barbecue season and bone-in items. Like just even pork bone-in, but like you want a cowboy steak, you want to throw that on the Barbie. You want something that really elevates those tannins with that structure and gives you an awesome experience on the palate.
Oh my goodness! Just cook that thing up.
Yeah, just handle it by the bone and just slap it on the grill.
We had Chef D over there cooking up Spam, and then we got a cowboy steak.
Completely opposite.
Right? Oh my goodness! I wonder how Spam pairs with this red. Very nice.
Smells so nice.
Okay. Okay, where can we follow along to all your tips?
Yes, follow me on Super Wine Grill, check out my website, and purchase Peter Lehman in LCBO Vintages, $21.95.
$21.95. Okay. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, the Friday edition of Morning Live.